General Kalen was once the most celebrated leader in Viridia, a land known for its towering mountains and generous rivers. His people admired his strength and his strategic mind, believing he would always protect their peace and prosperity. But deep within Kalen's heart, a different kind of ambition began to grow. He wanted not just to protect Viridia, but to control every aspect of its destiny. He started making decisions that seemed to benefit the nation, yet subtly shifted power into his own hands. Resources that once flowed freely to the villages and towns were now directed towards grand projects that only served to glorify Kalen. Whispers began to spread among the Viridians, quiet at first, then growing louder. Kalen, however, did not listen. He saw dissent as a challenge to his authority, a weakness to be crushed. He tightened his grip, making laws that restricted freedoms and punished those who spoke against him. The once generous rivers seemed to flow less freely, the mountains felt colder, and the vibrant markets grew quiet. The people of Viridia, once so full of hope, now walked with heavy hearts, their joy replaced by a growing fear. Kalen, blinded by his own power and paranoia, believed enemies were everywhere, even within Viridia's borders. He ordered the destruction of old traditions, the tearing down of ancient landmarks, anything that reminded people of a time before his absolute rule. The towering mountains now had scars, the generous rivers were muddied, and the land itself seemed to weep. Viridia, once a beacon of strength, was crumbling from within, not by an invading army, but by the very hand that swore to protect it. One day, as Kalen stood upon a desolate hill overlooking what was left of his once proud nation, he finally saw it. The silence was not peace, but emptiness. The order was not harmony, but fear. His ambition had not built, but destroyed. The weight of his wrongdoing pressed down on him, heavier than any crown or medal. He had sought to control Viridia, but in doing so, he had lost it entirely. The path to healing would be long, and the scars of his reign would remain. For a leader's true strength lies not in how much they control, but in how much they serve. And a nation's true prosperity blossoms when its people are free, not when they are bound by the chains of one person's unchecked ambition.